Welcome to EnVision Center News, where we discuss community impact and involvement with today's nonprofit leaders and philanthropists. Hello, thank you for coming to EnVision Center News. I'm here with Dawn Mara from NAMI, and today we're going to just discover what NAMI is, how they're impacting our community, and so welcome, Dawn.
Thank you for having me.
Can you tell us what NAMI stands for?
Yes, it stands for the National Alliance on Mental Illness.
Excellent.
And NAMI is the largest grassroots mental health organization in the country, and it's dedicated to building better lives for millions of Americans that suffer or affected by mental illness, I should say, because we serve families and we serve people that have mental health conditions that are in remission, of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we have a chapter up here then? Is that how that works?
Yes. So NAMI National supports 1,000 affiliates all over the country. And this one is for Bonner and Boundary County, and it's called NAMI Far North.
Okay, excellent.
Because we are really far north.
Would you like to just share with how you got involved with NAMI and a little bit of your story?
I want to just explain what NAMI, why is NAMI special for a minute before I share my story. So in 79, there were a couple of women were gathered around the table, and they had two sons, or one or two people in their family had schizophrenia. And in 79, I think it was when the resources were very limited and they had really loosened who stays in an institution. Mm-hmm. And so these women didn't really have much to glom onto. And so the burden of care kind of shifted to families. And that's why NAMI got going, and it really got hooked in.
Yeah.
And so pretty much what we do is educate, support, we advocate, and we share research.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. And how many people are you guys serving?
That's a really good question.
Basis?
Well, our communities are huge. I mean, 50,000 in Bonner, and I don't know what Boundary County has, but I'm assuming 30. So we serve everyone's welcome from those counties to come in and enjoy our free educational stuff, and we have support groups, which we'll talk about later.
Great.
But how I got involved is I had a family member, very close, that had a mental psych break. And it was very traumatic for us because my family member was 19 and we didn't know anything about mental illness. So that was about 10 or 11 years ago. And we didn't know how to navigate the system. Mm-hmm. Or like who to talk to. We went into really like this isolation period of not only just grief of what had happened, because we didn't expect that to happen. There's nothing in our family about it. And then like to give us a heads up, this is coming. It's very shocking.
Yeah.
And then we also didn't know how to navigate the health system.
Okay.
So we found NAMI. And they basically saved us. Mm. But it wasn't even like they fixed anything. But the people in NAMI had so many resources for us and so much support and a lot of hope that it really uplifted our family.
That's excellent. Yeah, I feel like in any crisis, right, whether it's a mental health crisis or a domestic violence situation, or when you have those resources to go to where those experts have lived it, they just have a different kind of compassion that can walk you through it, and they have a calm and they have a presence, and that advocacy is just so invaluable, really. Yeah,
and in fact, that is what makes NAMI unique from another place. We use a peer-led approach with our programs and our support. So a family support group person has to have a family member that has had a problem to lead it. Same with the Connections group, which serves the people that are affected by mental illness themselves. Mm-hmm. They have to have a connector leader that deals with something.
Yeah, has had a lived experience.
It's super unique.
Yeah.
The other thing about NAMI that most people don't realize they need us, like especially the family members, because they might have someone in their family getting treatment for PTSD or something, depression. But their therapist, the family member's therapist often doesn't know enough about what's going on with the family member to be able to support them in other areas other than like personal well-being, because therapists are so valuable. They don't have to know everything. But NAMI really comes in with their educational programs and gives them more tools for specific problems.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. So how does it work? Is it usually the person experiencing the issue or the mental side of things? Do they come to you? Is it a family member that comes to you? Are you
We get both.
okay.
Yeah, especially at our support groups, we'll get both people walking in, and we can kind of sift
Navigate
through it.
however, yeah.
And sometimes people have a mental health condition themselves, and their family member